What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. Wow, for the first time in a long time, we got a Colts video, just a dedicated Colts video. Power's here, and today, March 11th, 2026, coming off one of the craziest days in sports history yesterday. Today, while I was at work, we got some pretty big Colts news, which is the news I've been waiting on, which, I think we all kind of expected to happen. The Indianapolis Colts extended Daniel Jones on a 2-year, $88 million contract with $50 million of it guaranteed. And I'm here to tell you why that is a good thing. Because I have seen a lot of Colts fans specifically shitting on this. Like, I expect it out of the casual NFL fans, but our fans are hating on this, kind of surprising me a little bit. Because when you break it down, as of right now, Daniel Jones is the 16th highest paid quarterback in the NFL with that contract. Which, like, people are saying we overpaid. He's the 16th highest quarterback paid in the NFL. Like, I hate to break it to you, but you have to pay your quarterbacks a lot of money nowadays to keep them around. And I really am not mad at the move, given the fact it's only a 2-year contract. It's not a long-term commitment, so if he does not play good after his Achilles injury, we don't have to hold on to him for 5 or 6 years. It's only 2 years, and it gives a guy like Riley Leonard time to develop, just in case Jones isn't the guy. And it really just reassures that Daniel Jones is, like, at least for as of right now, is the guy going forward. And it's just so refreshing as a Colts fan to see that we are finally committing to someone at quarterback. Even if it's a short term commitment for right now, it's still nice to see them committing to a quarterback because ever since Andrew Luck retired, we have not committed to a quarterback. Because right after he retired, we had Jacoby Brissett. And he looked good for a while, but, kind of fell off in the second half of the season he started. And then we decided to keep him on the roster, but as a backup because we signed Phillip Rivers in the 2020 offseason. And he was our quarterback for 1 year and then retired, but we went to the playoffs. And after that, we got rid of Brissett because I think his contract was up. And then we got Carson Wentz. It seemed like he might be the guy, and then he kind of played poorly down the stretch of the 2021 season. And the Colts decided to move on after that because we missed the playoffs. In 2022, they decided to make a win now push, traded for Matt Ryan to try and get honestly a team that was ready to win um, a shot at the Super Bowl. But that was a disaster. It didn't work at all. And after not even a full season, they moved on from Matt Ryan. But because of that, we got the fourth overall pick and we drafted Anthony Richardson. And it looked like he was going to be the guy of the future, at least for a few years, to try and develop him. But halfway through his second season, they benched him and kind of gave up on him. Even though he came back and played, it never really felt like it was his team again after that. And then obviously last offseason, we signed Daniel Jones to a 1-year deal to compete with Richardson, and then Jones won the competition. And last year, he had a really good start to the season. Started 7-1, then we were 8-2 going into our bye week, and it really looked like even if we didn't win the division, we looked like we were going to be a playoff team, potentially a Super Bowl contender. But either that game before the bye week or during the bye week, Daniel Jones uh, fractured his tibia, but kept playing, and because of that, he was overcompensating on his other leg, and he tore his Achilles against Jacksonville, and the season ended. And one thing people love to forget is that we didn't start losing games until Daniel Jones fractured his tibia because, like, he couldn't move anymore. And then obviously when he tore his Achilles, it fucked the whole season up. They brought in Rivers for a little bit, which was a cool story. But looking back on it, I really wish we would have just rocked with Riley Leonard for the rest of the way. Not saying the results would have been any different, but it would have been nice to see the young guy get a chance since the experiment didn't work out. But it's a lot easier to say that in hindsight now that it's over with. But the main thing is bringing Daniel Jones back is the right call. Because if he can return to how he was playing before he got hurt, this team can still be good. And there's a lot of Colts fans that are upset about the free agency we're having because we haven't really made any big pushes to get anybody massive. But going into this offseason, I didn't really expect a whole lot of that because we didn't we didn't really have the cap room to be going and doing that. Plus, we needed to lock down our guys. My three main things I wanted the Colts to do in the offseason was re-sign Alec Pierce, re-sign Daniel Jones, re-sign Nick Cross. The only one of those that didn't happen was Nick Cross. He signed with the Commanders today, which that sucks, but we can definitely replace safety for sure. We still need to get a linebacker, but other than that, I mean, I'm just happy that we're re-signing our guys. We did get a nice edge rusher from the Titans. I'm completely blanking on his name right now, but he's pretty solid. We signed a shitty D lineman from the Jets. I'm not even gonna try and think of his name. And like it's been a decent little off season. I'm ready for the draft. That's where Chris Ballard really thrives. But Daniel Jones re-signing is the right call because like I said, it's just refreshing to see them committing to a guy at quarterback. And it's like even if it don't work out, at least we gave it a shot. It's only a 2-year deal. It's not a fully guaranteed contract, and it's not a long-term commitment contract. Now, if he goes through the next 2 years and he balls out, yeah, we can give him a big-time extension after that. But after this contract ends, he's going to be 30, so we're going to know a lot more about Daniel Jones after this contract ends. And if we're ready to move on, we're ready to move on. It's that simple. So, and the thing that I really like the most about it is it's not all guaranteed. It's a $50 million guarantee. So that's pretty nice. The contract could go up to 100 million with incentives if he like meets certain goals and stuff like that. But we got our guy at quarterback, and I'm very happy about it, especially because it kind of helped us bring Alec Pierce back because that was one of the main things he wanted when he was trying to resign. He wanted to play with Daniel Jones because they built a special connection last year. He's got a good connection with Tyler Warren. He's got a good connection with Josh Downs. We did have to get rid of Michael Pittman to make the Alec Pierce move happen, but I'm okay with that. Pittman he's a good receiver, but he wasn't. He was probably out of our receiving core. He was probably the worst receiver on our team, and that's not a knock on him. He's a great receiver. It's just we have good receivers that nobody wants to talk about. Alec Pierce is a dog. Josh Downs is a dog. Tyler Warren's a dog. Um, we got some pretty good. Ashton Doolin's very underrated. So, yeah, that's my stance on the whole thing. The only thing the Colts have really done this offseason that's really pissed me off is letting Nick Cross walk. But other than that, it hasn't been a terrible offseason. We actually almost signed Trey Hendrickson. If the Ravens didn't back out of the Max Crosby trade, we would have got Hendrickson because he apparently, and this is a rumor, he was about to sign with the Colts, and then the Ravens offered him a better contract because they didn't have the Max Crosby contract anymore. And, we got the short end of the stick on that. But, the Colts got their guy. Danny Dimes is the guy for at least the next 2 years, and I'm very happy with it. So, that's all I got to say about that. I do want to keep making more of these sports videos about the Colts, even if people don't watch them. I think they're fun to make, and maybe one day somebody you never know who could see it, so might as well take that shot. So yeah, who knows when the next video is going to be? But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss a video, and follow it in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.